This is Konahuanui, or K1. I see it every morning from my window. With a little bit over 3,000 feet, it's the tallest mountain in the Koalau Range in Oahu. Clear days on this peak are definitely a rare thing. So we played the waiting game. When the opportunity showed up, we took it.
We're supposed to leave when the alarm went off.
Okay, just focus.
5 minutes ago.
We knew this was gonna be a long one, around 5 miles one way into the mountains, finishing at Bali Lookout. From there, the plan was to get a ride home. So we hit the road, with the plan to meet a friend at the trailhead.
We've been really looking at if we want something that's
We got in the trail around 8:30. Kalawahina Trail is supposed to be rated as moderate, but that was just the start of our journey. Further down, we're supposed to reach the end of this trail and go beyond it.
Damn, that's sick, the bamboo forest. Damn, wow.
that's where we're going.
From here you can see what was ahead of us. Those mountains around us were beautiful. As much as we would like to stay and admire this all day, we had a mission. We had to keep going.
But yeah, so
Alright, here we are, halfway through the trail. We're making it.
This new trail going up was kinda hidden. I guess it's a way to avoid getting unprepared hikers into this treacherous trail. It really gets narrow quick. Some parts you're almost hanging out of the mountain. Little by little you start to see the city behind you. This is when it feels like you're starting your hike to K1. Before it felt like just a walk in the woods. As the day progressed, the heat was really starting to get to us. We kept contouring all of those mountains for hours in a non-stop zigzag. So far since we started, the Twin Peaks were clear of clouds. We kept wishing it would stay like that. Overall, we were beyond lucky. I've heard from many people that done this trail how muddy and wet it can be. After all of that contouring, the trail seemed to cut into the ridge crest all the way to the Koalau summit. In a day like today, we could see as far as Diamond Head in Waikiki. If I had brought my zoom lenses with me, I could probably see my apartment from here. We took a little break to analyze the whole thing.
right up there. Then we're gonna take the ridge across over there. And down.
Sick. It was finally time to ascend into K2. It's hard to describe how excited we were. I mean, in a year, you probably only get the peak clear a handful of times. Step by step, we slowly made our ascent. As we neared the top, we could see a large dried out waterfall that must look unreal when it's flowing.
Wow. Should have said that though.
I know, I was pissed.
Wow, this is so sick. You have no clue. We made it!
Yeah.
Woo!
Sick. Wow.
She loves to snap. Look at her. Snapping!
You know, moments like this are just special. Makes you feel like you're part of a bigger thing. Whenever you're outside exploring, look around and you see what I'm talking about. Sometimes I wish moments like this could last forever, but it's time to continue our journey. From there, things started to get a little bit dicey. The drop-offs got a lot steeper and a lot closer to the pad. We had to be really careful with every step. K2 to K1 took a lot longer than I expected. We had to go down to go up again. When we reached the bottom, we could definitely see that the weather was changing. It got a little bit darker and a little bit cooler. Clouds were definitely moving into the peak.
Damn.
Behind us now, we could see the whole range to Waimanalo. Now was our time to enter the clouds. That mountain top with these people, definitely a valuable memory that's gonna stick with me. We took some pictures, but the real goal was the moment. Man, that view. With the weather getting worse by the minute, we decided to go. Many are the stories of rescues in this mountain. We definitely didn't want to be part of one of them. By far, this was the most dangerous part. I just tried to enjoy the ride as best as I could. There were moments that we could barely see what was ahead of us. Was I scared? I'm not gonna lie. It was very humbling to go through that.
Dale said we're in for a treat, so
Like everything else in life, eventually the storm passed, or we passed it. It wasn't over just yet. We still had the infamous chimney ahead of us. The chimney is basically a straight vertical cliff.
Yeah.
Taking turns, we went one by one.
Just be really careful, sweetie. Shit.
I mean, there was very little to hold on to. Thank God there were ropes. This section was so sketchy. At the notches, we met with a couple hikers. It was good to see people for a change. This was really the last part to worry. From there, we made our way down into the jungle. Navigating through the jungle was a piece of cake comparing to what we've been through. Our legs were really beat. What a day. And that was pretty much it, guys. We just waited for a ride, picked up our car, and went home.